Right now, I'd like to bring up another guest that we're very, very excited to have. This gentleman is he's committed to addressing inequities in our criminal justice system, improving health outcomes. He is interested in promoting transparency and open government, further engaging residents of the city of D.C. in the political process. He is the chairperson of the Committee on Education of the Council of the District of Columbia. Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome D.C. Council Member Dave Grosso. Thank you for being here.
I'm not sure this is on yet, but good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being out here and for having me out here. I'm here to welcome you. I'm an at-large council member here in the District of Columbia, so I represent the whole city. I'm also an independent council member and the chair of the Committee on Education. And I just want to say why it's so important for me to be here today. These issues that we're debating affect the District of Columbia on a daily basis. And if you know anything about our history, you know that we are a city that does not have full representation in Congress. And as a result of that, when we pass laws in the city, they first, before they can be implemented, go to Capitol Hill. And Congress then has a say on our laws. And you might know that over the years, Congress has meddled in our business in ways that are completely inappropriate and awfully annoying. Just in the past 2 years, on issues that are related to freedom from religion, are issues around reproductive health, issues around trying to stop the voucher program in the District of Columbia. And what happens is these members of Congress get lobbied by the churches, get lobbied by religion, and then are asked to change what they're doing in ways that they couldn't do in their own jurisdictions. So if you wanted to try to do this in your local jurisdiction in Ohio or in California or anywhere else, you'd be basically booed out and voted out of office. But here in the District of Columbia, because we don't have full representation, we are essentially used as a petri dish for members of Congress to try these things out on us. And in fact, as the chair of the Committee on Education, I'm particularly offended by this because although we were able to win on the Reproductive Health Non-Discrimination Act and stop that from being prevented from implementation, on the voucher law, we still have not been able to stop it. And it's the most frustrating thing for me as the head of the Education Committee because I believe in a public education. I believe that it should be free from religion and open for every student to learn the best that they can learn. And when we have this other alternative that's been put on us by other members of Congress, what it does is it undermines that system. And the reality is these other schools have proven to not do a better job than the DCPS schools or the public charter schools that we have here. So this is something that we fight on a daily basis in D.C. I believe strongly that the First Amendment was written with some intention, and it doesn't just say the freedom of religion, but it also very clearly says the freedom from a religion, and that's important for us all to remember. So, welcome to the District of Columbia. Remember, when you're lobbying your members of Congress out there or voting for members of Congress in your own jurisdictions, that D.C. still needs to become a state. We need 2 senators. We need a voting member of the House, just like every other state has. We have 650,000 district residents who are U.S. citizens who vote every year, who are engaged all the time, and have a right to actually have a say in Congress. But most importantly, so that we can stop Congress from meddling in our business after the influence of often the bishops here in D.C. and from around the country. So thank you very much for being here, and welcome to D.C. Thank you.
David Grosso, ladies and gentlemen.